Tony, your teams have won other ACC regular season titles, but this has obviously been a season kind of unlike any other with the pandemic and the protocols. And then you had the 3-game losing streak. Because of all that, does this feel any different? Is it any more satisfying than the other ones?
Feels great. I told them before the game, I took this job at Virginia to hopefully have chances at title fights. And we talked about that. And I can go back to the regular season game against Syracuse that first year at John Paul Jones Arena, where it was one of the most special atmospheres and games. And then to get those, conference this year, yeah, it's skewed. There's different things, but we played the majority of our games on the road, all those things. And, to get it how we did it, I'm so grateful. And it's not lost on me. I'm sitting right now in the locker room where we had one of the biggest celebrations when we beat Purdue to go to the Final Four. And right across the hallway was our other one. We were throwing water and just so excited. I said, congratulations to the 2021 ACC regular season champs. And we talked about what a title fight meant and being able to live with the results, win or lose, but lay it on the line and don't yield. And to have those opportunities and special moments in this building, and to see what some of the guys did and to get the contributions from the bench. Sam, what he did was special. Trey, and just a bunch of guys, I think, made it taste sweeter. So I'm so grateful. I really am, because it's been a unique year, to say the least. And we'll remember it always. And we'll put a mask on the ACC trophy for sure. So.
But you had a stretch late in the game where you had Sam and Jay both on the bench and your team extended the lead. I was curious what you can say about that group and some of the bench guys and what they brought to the table.
A pivotal moment is when Thomas got fouled shooting that 3 ball in the corner and made all 3 free throws. They were coming back. So I thought that was significant. And, they went small ball. I thought Jay was really good first half and in parts of the start of the second half, but then they went small and we said, we got to match up. Sam got in a little foul trouble. And then you saw Justin make a big rebound. Thomas got another, just everybody, Casey, different guys. Trey played a real good game. I liked how Reese and Kihei touched the paint, but made good decisions. And so that kind of contribution, and again, that was an MVP type performance, in my opinion, what Sam did in this league. And, I think he and Jay are probably in the running for that. And so I hope they can both get it and share it. But I thought that was special to win an ACC, and we needed that. And he just put us for stretches on his back and was terrific.
Tony, coming into this one, Carlik Jones was also in that MVP race. What did you guys do so well defensively and particularly to disrupt him?
I think Kihei, and then when Reese was on him, I thought they were really good. And the guys helped, but I thought they took that challenge. And that's the sign of a team. And yes, individual accolades also to say we won a title in this year. Like that will matter. But yeah, no, and looking at the stat sheet, he's a heck of a player. And obviously he missed some shots. He was 2 of 15. But as always, can we make a really good player in their team take tough shots and earn their buckets? And we caught a couple breaks. They missed a layup. They had us a few times and they could have cut it, but we'll take it. And I'm, like I said, I thought we played tough, sound basketball when we needed it most.
Next 3, Preston Willett, Hank Kurz, and Gene Wong.
Coach, I know you're big on learning from losses, but that 3-game losing streak, you said after, the confidence took a hit, but how have you seen this team respond and react to that and come back to win these 2 games and give y'all some momentum heading into the ACC tournament?
Yeah, all you can do is control what's in your power, prepare as well as you can. And, I thought we played poorly against Florida State. Credit to them. I told you the Duke game, I thought we competed and just needed to tighten some things up, but played well. NC State, poor start, but there were stretches of good basketball. Miami, we took a step in the right direction. And then I thought we had our more complete game. So I think the reality, and I say it all the time, in victory and in defeat, the margin is so razor thin this year in this league with us. So, if you just are sound and tough and you get some performances like we did, you can beat anybody. And if you're not right, this is college basketball especially, and maybe there's a couple teams, but that, you can be beaten when you're not sharp. So we did the job the right way tonight. I guess to answer
Tony Sampson.
It's a funny thing. You have to earn it. You have to play well and play solid, but you can't get too caught up in, we feel great or we don't feel great. the ball gets tipped and it's about performing and battling with quality. Sorry, go ahead, Hank.
That's right. So Sam said that Florida State kind of exposed you, and then I think Duke and NC State kind of played you similarly, kind of created a blueprint for maybe how to get you guys on your heels. How would you say you guys have responded? How much better are you now at dealing with that than you were then?
We've worked really hard to be as good as we can defensively, and then to handle different kinds of switching defenses or just different kinds of defenses. And again, sometimes, you have to be humbled or exposed in a bad way or a major way. And you say, okay, can I be thankful for what this taught me? And so again, it's not perfect. We still have work to do, but we were better because of what we learned from Florida State, and then continuing to just work at things, taking time and understand, okay, these are things that we're going to have to keep adjusting and working at.
Thank you.
Tony, the first conference championship for Sam in college, just how good does it feel to help him get that and to see the kind of game you had to put you guys on his back?
Oh, it's great. You get the privilege to coach so many great young men, and the fact that we recruited him so hard out of high school, and then he went to Marquette, understandably so, being a hometown young man, but to get that second crack at him and to watch him sit out last year, to watch his unselfishness with this team, his humility, he embodies the stuff that some of our great players have had and our great people. And I just couldn't be more excited and thankful for him being here and then getting to taste that and then continue on. And that's why I said, we walked in here, I said, Sam, this is again one of the reasons why he came here to be in title fights. That's all I ever asked for. I always say that, just a chance at a title fight. You can't determine if you're going to get them, but when you get into those spots, you don't always come down that way. And when you do, you come out swinging, and I thought our guys did.
All right, last two for Coach from Caroline Darney and Kip Coons.
Tony, you guys have 6 conference road wins this year, and this is the 3rd against the top half of the ACC. What is it is there anything in particular that makes you think you're well built for these types of games on the road? And what was the environment like with, they had their biggest crowd of the season?
I think the governor lifted the band. They had 5,500, and again, we got some special. The energy is so important because crowds aren't the same. Now you notice it, and we kind of kept them at bay most of the game. But you notice it when it places the Clemsons, the Florida States, and here that have the most fans, I think. But if no one's ever. I just think when our guys play sound and tough, when they're good defensively, they take care of the ball, do the things that are in our control, then we can be in games home, away, because it's about the possessions and the quality of play. It's not based so much on, these amazing runs or crazy atmospheres. Now, the JPJ crowd, I think they sometimes inject us with energy to defend the way we're supposed to. But today I thought we had it, but we've been steady. And I think the experience of Sam and Jay and Kihei, and then some of the Entree and then the young guys growing up was good. And it was nice to be able to use some depth today. So to play 9 guys, I thought that was important.
Tony, we're used to seeing you double the post when they catch it off the block there. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody double a 6-foot point guard. Was that something that just happened, or was it the plan going in to push Jones off the lane?
Sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't, but we just had some things, kind of left it up to at times we missed some doubles if their bigger guards got us posted up, but Jones is pretty good in there. And again, we just wanted to keep making the looks hard, and the way they were positioned, we felt like we were in good spots and everybody was flooding and okay. So no, it was just if one of our littler guards gets stuck down there, we said today, for the most part, if it's on, let's go after it and see what happens with, adjustments in our back pocket.